East Podcast, WATP.
Stuttering John decided to let me know what a loser I am by broadcasting by himself on Thanksgiving Day. And, you know, they say that the best revenge is being successful, but to John, the best revenge is letting your enemy know what a loser they are while you're sitting in your apartment by yourself, surrounded by no friends or family. So he got me again with that one. And I'm obviously in his head because he's not saying fucking hell anymore. He's catching himself.
Right.
Whatever he thinks he wants to say it.
Is he saying heck?
Fucking heck. Is that what Americans say? So this is nuts because the show starts off, he gets into me, but it starts off with the airing of grievances. And he's upset with all these people who used to be on his show who don't do his show anymore. And so he's pretty much saying that he made these people successful on YouTube. But don't worry, he won't name names.
Now, I could name names, and maybe I will. Depends how much you super chat.
I could name names. Like he's trying to be the bigger person. It's like, maybe I will actually, now I think about it.
I could take my ball and go home, and I might.
So what he talks about here, he lays it out. He's talking about the Meidas Touch Brothers. He says that they were nothing before they did his show. The Meidas Touch Brothers, who are all like multi-millionaires. and then he says, Hal Sparks. He's really upset with Hal Sparks. I think this is the first time he's actually addressed that and brought it up. But he makes it very obvious who he's talking about here.
Here's what I'm not so grateful for. The phonies that have been on the show and then blank me. That's what I'm not grateful for. I'm not going to mention names, but one of them had the audacity to say that to somebody in Las Vegas.
We all know Hal Sparks lives in Las Vegas.
Right. So let's call him H. Sparks.
Shit. Stuttering John's texting me again. He wants me to come on his show. I'm sick of carrying that guy's show. Now, let me tell you something. All right? I'm not going to mention this person's name. But if you think for a second that I need you or anybody to carry my show, you're out of your fucking mind. And your ego is way bigger than I previously had thought. Fuck off. Fuck off. Carry my fucking show? Who the fuck are you? No, nobody carries my show. You know.
We know.
I guess they picked up a lot of that shallow. You know, that shallow thing. What was that Jack Black movie? Shallow. Can't remember. Anyway, so people are fucking phony. Oh, that's right. Yeah, Shallow Hal. That's right. Shallow Hal. Yeah.
So smooth.
That's like L.A. It's like Shallow Hal. You know, like they're your friends, and then you text them, and then and then suddenly they just blank you. They don't give you a reason. They just blank you.
I'm sure that's exactly what happened.
So John's making it very clear. He's talking about Hal Sparks here. And Hal Sparks did carry his show. If you guys remember those old episodes, the political show, it would be John staring at Hal for 10 minutes in a row as Hal talks. And then John would be like, oh, interesting. And then Hal would start talking again about...
You're not even exaggerating.
No,
10 fucking minutes would go by.
10 minutes. And John's just sitting there staring at the super chat or staring at the chat and not even paying attention. So I understand why Hal would say that. And of course, John learns nothing. Another relationship that he fucked up with a guy who everyone says is a great guy, Hal Sparks. Right. Everyone who's met him, I've talked to people who have met him and worked with him. They all say he's a great guy. John fucks that up, of course.
Well, he's right. He doesn't need anyone because clearly no one is around him.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter if he did need someone. It's not happening. Not going to happen. Okay, so Dabblecon. Now, Dabblecon is the reason, quote unquote, why Muttering Jay turned on John again on Twitter. It's also ridiculous. But I thought this was a funny thing that John says.
Dabblecon, do you realize that you're dead to me? I just want you to know that. You gave out my link, then you did some bullshit show where you used AI and used my voice and me saying bad shit to Joey C's wife. You're dead to me.
Can you tell someone that they're dead to you? They kind of defeat the purpose of it.
Yeah.
I think you can tell them once, but then that's it. I mean, you have to let them know.
Okay, fair enough.
Keep texting them
Yeah.
that.
You're dead to me. You're dead
All
to
right,
me.
so let's find out what he was talking about there, why he's mad at Dabble's story, and this is the video.
Joey, if I drive over to your place,
Yes, John.
are you going to cook me dinner?
Of course I'll cook you dinner. Whatever you want, I'm here for you.
What are you going to cook?
I can cook spaghetti. I can cook meatballs, garlic bread, whatever you want.
Okay, dinner. What else are you going to do for me?
John, whatever you want. I just want to prove my friendship to you is real.
Will your wife give me a BJ?
Yes, John. Hell, I'll give you a BJ too.
Will your wife let me fuck her?
John, you can fuck her. You can fuck me. Whatever.
If you cook me dinner and let me fuck your wife, then and only then will I know that you are a friend.
John, I give you my word. Anything you want. I am your one and only true friend. I'll cook you spaghetti and meatballs, and you can fuck my wife.
Okay, Joey, because if I come there and you don't let me fuck her, or at least get a BJ, then I'm leaving.
That's the first thing you can do when you get here. And this way you'll know that I'm a real motherfucker.
Joey, if I drive...
Could you imagine being mad at someone for creating that? It's hilarious.
Oh, man.
Well done, Dabble's story. And I believe that conversation actually did happen.
Oh,
Just like that, too. Dabble's
Yeah.
story. That's a great video.
That was like a polite version of it.
Yeah. That was the censored version of it. So John, on his show on Thanksgiving, tunes into another guy who's surrounded by friends and family, Kevin Brennan. And Kevin Brennan is also podcasting by himself. And I love that John watches Kevin call him out in real time and reacts to it.
And also, they just watched Stuttering John be a buffoon,
Yeah, I'm a buffoon, Kev.
and so he wouldn't have to
Really?
do much. So, but I'm like,
I'm a
Gino's not gonna.
buffoon. I'm a buffoon.
He can't hear you.
You fucking red-faced fucking loser with your yellow helmet, your white fucking bodysuit, and your fucking red fucking
All right.
lady pinky
John knows his
shoes.
colors. I'll give him that. Jesus.
And I'm a buffoon.
And your periwinkle jeans.
you know, when I was younger and I was growing up, and I had a uncle that would come over and watch sports, and he'd yell at the TV like you would not believe. That's holding. How can you not see? Like someone actually could understand it.
Right.
And it's funny to watch him do the same thing. But I also know when he speaks, his mind must be slow because he doesn't actually know what word's coming up next.
Yeah,
that's right.
Because he's not able to insult without stopping and throwing words. It's like a jumble.
When you're such a
Yeah.
loser. Yep, that'll work, John. That's one of the words you could have used there. Very good. He's literally Perry Caravello now. Well, this is what we're watching. I mean, when Kevin says he's a buffoon, he's spot on. That's why people are tuning in to watch Stuttering John, to just see what he's going to do next. and
Kevin
to
could have
embarrass
said,
himself.
"Would you like to watch a buffoon react to this?"
Yeah,
Because that's exactly what's fucking happening.
I'm a buffoon.
I'm a buffoon.
You know, and his reaction is 10 times worse than what the guy is saying. And I bet you if you're watching this, you're not even watching the guy say it. You're watching his reaction the whole time.
So then he calls out Kevin Brennan for having dead air. And then 30 seconds later, John's staring at his computer, just reading shit to himself. It's unbelievable. Everything he goose on people for, their appearance, their pronunciation of things, everything he makes fun of people for, he does way worse himself, which is fantastic. So someone posted a video, probably the Tony Michaels impersonator, posted a video of us playing the Tony Michaels voicemail. Mm-hmm. Now, if you aren't familiar with the podcast that we do and you only see our stuff on YouTube, we do a whole voicemail segment at the end. People call in, I play the voicemails, and it's a nice little interaction with the listeners. I don't ever script the voicemails. This is not something that I would have time to do or want to do. People just call in and then we play them. John doesn't understand that at all.
Joey C, Kevin. Joey C. When the C stands for retard.
Oh.
You two C's. Fuck.
Oh, that's all he can laugh at is the R word.
Well, no, it's because he said the C stands
Maybe because if the shoe fits.
Getting cut.
Didn't see that coming.
Drive in. Drive out. Drive through.
What?
Are you fucking with me? This is their big fucking funny bit.
It's 3 hours into the show.
Are you fucking with me?
Our big funny bit. I was playing a voicemail from one of 15 voicemails.
So
3 hours into the
he
show.
watched all 3 hours of it. Holy shit.
Oh, man.
No one does that.
This is a joke. It's got to be a joke.
He wants to
Vito,
say fucking
thanks for the
hell.
$2. Now that loser card of the wall. He certainly is a loser.
That's
Fucking snaggletooth.
the real Vito Gesualdi, by the way. He's fucking super chatting John. Nail that loser Carl to the wall. Fuck you, Vito. How dare you, sir? So
You're right. He wants to say fucking hell so bad.
he does. He keeps stopping himself. So then he starts talking about Tony Michaels. And he talks about how Tony Michaels is one of these guys who doesn't respond to him anymore and he can't get into the show. And he literally says, the heat was getting too hot in the kitchen for Tony, so he doesn't come on anymore. The heat was getting too hot in the kitchen.
I
for
believe
Tony.
that Tony was just in the kitchen for a long time.
Yes.
He's like a retarded version of Ricky from the Trailer Park Boys.
Yes.
That's saying something.
That's saying something. All right. Well, this is John fucking up because he doesn't know how to work his computer and nothing works for him.
Boom. Why? Come on. Fucking. Log in.
Say the line.
Log in. Why can't I get on this fucking thing now?
It's almost like you should have logged in before you started the show.
Try a different way.
Ew.
Oh,
Oh, man.
the typing.
Fucking unfucking believable.
Good stuff.
It won't let me get on. Reddit website.
Fuck.
This reminds me of
Okay.
early Who's Right.
Okay. And then it won't let me get on.
As if
I don't
someone's
know.
there.
I guess it's not working today. It ain't working for me, that's for sure.
You see the button where it says "Forgot your password?" Question mark. Click that, John.
Page isn't working. No.
Trying to log into Reddit and he can't.
This can't be real.
I know.
It can't be real.
I was assuming he was trying to log into ChatGPT when it was down and he's working on coding issues.
Yeah, right. So later on in the show, he's still trying to get Reddit to work.
Leopard just 7750.
His sock account.
Okay. Email address.
That is his,
There.
his sock.
All right. And now it won't let me in again. Can't fucking get in.
This goes on and on.
This fucking thing is not letting me get in.
This is his
I can't get
Thanksgiving.
into Reddit.
He probably broke his computer
Fucking
typing on
assholes
it.
over there.
Yeah, they're the problem.
Fucking log in. Leopard. Just 7750.
Always say what you're
right?
typing.
Yeah.
Leopard just 7750.
Anyway, so
Try
Carl's a
that.
loser.
Yeah.
Maybe I have to put the capital there.
I'd be so embarrassed if this was
Oh,
my
my
show.
goodness.
All right, hold on.
No, we
Yep,
are.
yeah.
We're with you, buddy. Take your time.
See, I don't know. Ever
slow
since they
down.
fuck with my computer, like now I can't fucking seem to get in anymore.
This guy is the
The guy
balls.
changes my screen, and now I can't access anything.
Changes my screen.
The balls to say that you suck at podcasting.
All right, so
insane.
this ain't gonna work for me today. I don't know what
it's
to tell
not.
you.
After that, he goes on to say he's very mad at Google Chrome. And he goes, he's so stupid, he goes, maybe it was a faulty Google Chrome. What?
Google Chrome is dead to me.
I've got the screenshots.
So he's running out of people that have hate as friends. So now he has to go after like objects and companies now.
And colors.
He's out of people. He actually has to go out there. Yeah. Blue, fuck it.
Everyone's
Add it with yellow.
I'm mad at Hal Sparks. I'm mad at my ceiling.
I got to be
And
honest.
the number 4.
I got to be honest. I think I'm actually slightly jealous of him.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why. Because, okay, so he was on Howard Stern, which
He was? He never talks about that.
Yeah, I know. He never mentions that. So he's on Howard Stern, which is probably the most popular radio show ever.
Sure.
And then he goes and he's hosting. He's just announcing on the Tonight Show. And so
Right.
he's 2 shows that are major, and I'm jealous. Like if I was doing what I'm doing right now, just doing stand up, but I had those in my back pocket, I'd be parlaying the shit out of that stuff. Instead of going back where he does it.
Hold on a second. You started this by saying you're jealous. So where are you going with that?
No, I am. I am jealous. I'm jealous because he's had that opportunity.
He's not taking advantage of any of it.
Exactly.
He's making himself look bad.
And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, boy, if that were me, I'd be all over that sort of thing. And it's just, I think it's frustrating to watch this. And and
You
you know,
think?
and it's just and it's like no one wants to help him. You know, I'm almost
Hal Sparks drove 5 hours from his house in Vegas to L.A. to help John plug in an Ethernet cable.
Oh, God.
So that his internet worked better. Hal Sparks did all these things for John to help him out, and look at where it got him. Now John's going, oh, fuck Hal Sparks. I never needed him.
I don't know if there's a higher being or not, or what anyone believes in, but something in the universe is looking out for this fool.
I know.
I mean, you would think somebody like this would just be wandering into traffic, avoiding cars, like a stray pet.
We're getting there. We're getting close.
Hey, I'm walking here.
All right, so now we're going to start off his WATP segment of the show. Where he's watching my program and goofing on me. This is an amazing prank because what happens here is John does 0 prep.
Yeah. Look at you. What prep have you done?
John, literally, when I'm playing clips of you, I've prepared those clips. I set them up. I play them. We discuss them. That's what I'm referring to.
It's not happening by accident?
He's so stupid. I'm playing the part where he shows the porn during his show because he didn't watch the video ahead of time. And he's going, what prep do you do? Do I have to explain how a show works? And
I think you do.
I guess I do. So then after that, his computer freezes up and he leaves. And then he comes back again. And back to watching me. Stuttering John got trolled. He got had. This is an amazing prank because...
Now, here's the one thing I don't understand. Ladies and gentlemen,
One thing.
Lady K says, if you try and take somebody down, it's an act of violence. Why is it an act of violence when it's me, Carl?
Listen, if there's a rake in the lawn and you step on it, I don't consider the person who put the rake down. You know what I mean? John, you literally reached out to Patreon and tried to get my Patreon taken down so I would lose all of my income. It's very different than us laughing at you for being retarded and not knowing how the internet works. You do see the difference, right? Anyway, so this is where it gets a little bit nuts because now John is coming after my family. And he's announcing it, which is always a good idea.
I'll let you make the bait. You make the bet. Where's my 50 from Broccoli? You know, it's Thanksgiving, Broccoli. Shuli's wife's Crystals. Thanks for the $5. Shuli is out of line, John. That weasel is saying the BBC is stuffing Susanna like a turkey this Thanksgiving. I thought families were off limits. Well, if that's what he's saying, that, hey, Shuli.
No, you're saying it now, too.
Obviously, they're referring to the fact that Susanna remarried a black
dude.
man.
You know what's so funny? It's like, I swear, you can't script any of this. It's like, you know, it's his kids, and you get into his kids, and then how they've changed their lives, and the wife's not left them, but she's married to a black dude. This is a TV show. This is a Netflix series.
Yes.
Is what this is.
It's a docu-series.
It's an R-rated Modern Family.
Yes. But again, I want to point out that everyone in the super chat's fucking with John. So Shuli's not saying this,
Right.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah. But John always believes whatever. Oh, you know what Carl just tweeted? You know what Shuli just said? He always falls for it.
We're off limits. Well, if that's what he's saying, that, hey, Shuli, all bets are off. Carl, all bets are off. Now I attack your wives. You're going to attack my kids? Now I'm going to attack your wives. I already have somebody doing a deep dive into Jennifer and Christina. Keep it coming, because now you've poked the bear.
Well, I've
Did he
watched
say
you.
poke the bear?
Yeah, I've watched you for a while now, and
Do I talk about his kids?
well, actually, apparently you've poked the bear before. I don't know why.
That's true,
I don't know why he's saying now you poked
I
him.
know, now we've got too far.
Also before, but
Nothing
now.
has changed. So this is incredible to me because John has just said he's investigating my wife. He's trying to find dirt on her. He's trying to do this. I wrote a song parody last night that I was very proud of. And I wanted my wife to sing it. She's a very good singer.
Oh no.
She would not sing the song because of the lyrics that I wrote for a Stuttering John song parody. My wife is a much better person than you, John. Go ahead and try to dig up some dirt and go after all you want.
It must have been pretty bad where the woman you marry says, "Sorry, honey, I can't be with you on this one."
Yeah.
I know for better or worse.
This
but
guy
this is as worse
doxed
as it
her,
gets.
and
I know.
he won't go after her.
I know.
She won't go after
She's
him.
too nice of a person to do it. Meanwhile, he's going after my family now. Gloves are off. What changed? I don't understand. We don't talk about your kids, dummy. You do.
And that's for all bets being off. No one wants to bet with you, dude.
No, because you never pay up.
This is what I remember listening to, that he doesn't bet, and his one excuse was, "Well, I didn't pay the guy because he didn't call me."
Yeah.
and,
He never asked
and then they
for it.
blocked him. He had blocked that guy.
Yeah, Alex Stein. Yeah.
Yeah, no contact. Well, that's the end of that chapter.
Listen, I know he canceled the show. We got to get him into town. This guy's got
I
to be good
know.
live.
I know,
He's
it's too
got to be
bad.
good live. Do you know when he was going to do that show on March 10th? I looked at my schedule and I see where I was going to be, and I was actually going to come into town to see that. I was so bummed out. I had told Vinny Polino, I said, "I'm coming in. I've got to see this train wreck live."
Yes.
But you have to, because
Well, hopefully he'll schedule for somewhere else because Vinny Paulino is evil. Now, we played recently John saying that he doesn't dox people. He's not someone to dox people, even though he's doxed me and my wife. And
Some loser in Rochester. Tukey's Nana, thanks for $2 easy. They were talking about my grandson. All right, Rocco. I got it, Rocco.
What a dick.
I know.
All bets are off the table. I don't care anymore, Rocco. I know your name is Rocco.
Whoa.
That's it.
I'm going to keep saying it.
Rocco and Patrick Lewinsky.
So he's just trying to dox everyone he can. Cardiff, Tukey. He thinks he has all this power he's wielding over these people.
I'm the GOAT.
Okay.
man.
Let's find out if I have friends or not, according to Stuttering John.
You think all these people love you? Are you that fucking delusional? You don't have friends. You don't have friends. And you know you don't have friends. Vinny Paulino is not your friend. He is not your friend. He uses you to make money.
He's doing it wrong then.
You know what? It's funny because he sounds like he's talking about himself.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I mean, it sounded because it's like, I mean,
It's very sad.
Oh man,
It's very
sad.
sad.
It is sad. It's funny as hell, but no, it's funny as hell. But if you know, if you want to go, if your station wants to go in a different direction, and you can still use the same guy.
Yes. Just when I'm about to cry, I start laughing at this guy. John, producer Chris here. I am Carl's friend. Been
Oh,
friends
I have
with him
a
for
friend. I have-
quite a while.
I have one friend.
I would do anything for the guy.
And, who knows? Maybe Earl will be my friend someday.
Well, you know
Who
what?
knows?
I told him on the way in. Actually, I'm here on behalf of Stuttering John. I'm getting the layout of the place.
That's right, yeah.
So he knows where to go. Listen, I could give him the layout. He wouldn't be able to find it anyway.
That's true.
That's a good point.
Well, hey,
worried
listen,
about
he's
it.
already mad at Google, so he can't use Google Maps. He won't be able to find it.
He's burning bridges everywhere.
All right. So now John's going to talk about Muttering Jay. Again, the guy on Twitter that was trolling John and got him fired and then decided to take John's side. So John liked him and now he turned on him again. But then Muttering Jay, proving that John's a narcissist and it's very easy to manipulate narcissists, just went on and just started saying, I don't like Carl and I don't like Shuli and I don't.
No, Carl. He doesn't like you. He don't like anybody. And it's not like he just said he didn't like you. He DM'd me tons of fucking embarrassing pictures of you. And embarrassing things to Shuli.
Okay. So, yes, John, Muttering Jay does not care about you. He doesn't care about me. He's just trolling everyone all the time. That's what VTL does. That's what he's the best at ever. Okay, let's see. Let's see if this is true.
Wait a second. Is this true? Shuli's wife, Crystal's. Lady Kmart was bragging about doing yoga? What a loser. This guy is such a fucking loser.
He loves believing anything he wants to believe.
You know what? I actually tempted now to just start sending him stuff just to see if he'll read it.
Oh, yeah.
And make it as if, like the yoga thing is funny because we know it's not true. But let's just see when you do this, when you send him, see how
don't think a yogi to you.
How far you can go.
Yeah. You were at yoga? You said you were having a Tupperware party.
Right.
You lied to me.
You just want to see you text him things how far you can go with it to see what he would believe.
Book club.
So far, there's nothing someone has written that he didn't believe. As long as it was negative about
right.
me.
Yep.
So, yeah, I invite you, please, let him know you're at my house this weekend.
Well, listen, I don't want him after me.
Want.
I may be the one guy that may actually have to fight him.
Oh, no, I
may fight him.
I think you might win that one.
All you got to do is buy a beer.
Oh, he would love you if you pretended that you came over here just to troll me and told him all of my secrets.
Well, I can lie and just make up all different other things. I'm going, oh yeah, it's like
Bring him a little chip of the paneling.
Yeah.
Look what I got.
I was at Carl's. Matter of fact, if you don't mind, I'll take a picture of like your wall.
Oh yeah, please.
And then
do.
I could send it to him because he'll be like, well, geez,
They don't know.
And me behind it like this,
He's obsessed.
Yeah.
All right. So John explains that he's not the idiot. Okay.
Wouldn't that make sense, Lady K? I don't know. It does in my world. Someone's nice to you. You should reciprocate. You dumb fuck.
Oh, his mouth is every time I see him talk, it's like he's got a mouthful of bees. It's just like
no matter what you've done in the past. Muttering Jay's posted photos of his kids, made fun of his trans adult.
Dickhead, so did you. And dickhead, I didn't know anything that Muttering Jay was doing because I blocked him. You dumb fuck. Why don't you say something truthful? All right? Say something truthful for once.
What did I say that was
What happens if you actually be honest? Does your nose grow? Are you the fucking Bizarro world, Pinocchio?
Wow.
I like how you said that Muttering Jay was saying stuff about his kids, and he goes, "Well, I blocked them."
Yeah, I didn't see it.
So it doesn't mean he wasn't saying it.
And then he says I was lying.
Don't exist.
I don't see you. I don't see you.
Yeah.
So fucking stupid. It's amazing what he says. All right, so then referring to Dr. Steve, they had a little tweet exchange earlier that day.
Retro Gamer, thanks for $5. You can't just wish Dr. Steve a happy Thanksgiving back without begging for super chat money. You've said many times I don't need the money. Why beg? Who's Dr. Steve? Where did I say anything to Dr. Steve? Baby cakes.
So right there, Dr. Steve writes, "Happy Thanksgiving, pal." With not even a minute passing by, John responds, "Same to you. I'm expecting nice super chats from you today." John, you couldn't just say thanks,
so
happy Thanksgiving. He goes, "I don't even know who Dr. Steve is." Yes, you do. You know exactly who Dr. Steve is.
Well, and he watches. I guess when he's actually watching everything you're doing, so he sees you calling him out.
Yeah,
but that doesn't slow him down any.
No, it speeds him up. And it's crazy because when he lies, it's very easily proven. Like I just did. I just proved that he was lying very easily. And then John likes to go out there and say that I'm the liar. Okay. If you say so. This is more of him calling me out with actually things that I've said about him because he has no original thoughts in his entire head.
There is the face, ladies and gentlemen. This right here is the face of failure. Lady K, the face of failure. No shoulders, too. No shoulders, no chin, club feet, snaggletooth K.
All right, dog. You're laughing a little too hard over there, buddy. Maybe I don't have any friends.
Also, the shoulders of failure.
I've never heard somebody. I've been in a lot of fucking bar fights. I've been in I've had an interesting life, and I've never heard a man insult another man's shoulders ever. I've never heard it.
Look at that slouch.
And Carl, he has the ankles of failure.
The pecs of disappointment.
What's so funny, because as I mentioned before, I made a thumbnail for one of my YouTube videos, and it has John's face, and he's making one of those crazy faces, and I wrote the face of failure. And ever since then, John's been repeating that over and over again, because you can plant any little thing into his head and he'll just repeat it.
Well, here's the thing too. I don't think I don't think he's aware of the faces that he makes. And you guys are being able to, and you're able to capture them all and have this whole different montage of the different looks he has. If he had any friends, they would say to him, "Look, dude, just don't be so expressive. You can be upset without, scrunching up your face like that."
No, they tell him to get the fuck off the internet.
Right. Yes. If he had any friends.
No, because then he'd be going to air houses.
Going back to the
Get off my porch too.
Going back to the comment you made about Tom Myers earlier, like, you can't have friends if they're letting him still do stand-up and embarrass and stuff like this. Same thing with John.
Stand-up is one of those few things that there's no gauge on it. In other words, you go to open mic night and they'll say, "All right, tonight we've got 30 comedians going on there." Yep. Okay. They're able to call themselves comedians, even though they're not even untested.
They tell their friends, "Oh, I do comedy on the weekends."
You don't do that with doctors or anything.
No. Right. Just comedians and podcasters.
It's like, I'm going to try comedy so I get to be a comedian,
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, well, this is fun. This is where they dox my home address.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yes.
I block it out, of course,
I didn't read that. What is that? Hold on, I got to get my glasses.
He has to act like...
Shuli's wife's crystals, thanks for $2. I don't know what that is.
Thanks, John.
I don't know what that is.
Thanks for doxing my home address, dummy. Appreciate it. And he has to act like he doesn't know he's doing that.
Right.
The only thing he needs is glasses for.
Yeah, you're not a good actor, John. I know. I see right through what you're doing.
So explain to me, because you guys are all hip on this stuff, and I'm a little behind on it. So when he doxes mean they take your personal information and then put it up there?
Yeah. So they give out personal information of mine.
So he's acting like someone else sent him that?
Well, someone else did send him that.
Oh, they did send it to him.
But he put it up, which he should.
Oh, well, okay, all right,
You should not put up information about somebody. If somebody right now messaged me Doug's home address, I mean, I would put it up because that would be pretty funny. But I shouldn't, though.
You shouldn't.
He'd be very upset with me.
I'm coming over, Doug.
So
we're on our way.
So then someone calls him out for explaining that, like, "Hey, man, you really shouldn't do that sort of thing." And John acts like he doesn't know.
It's not Vince. Funeral director, thanks for $5. Shuli's wife just doxed Carl. That was an address. That's not good. Well, I don't know. Like Lady K says, I don't read before they put them up.
You said that.
I mean, how the hell am I going to know whose address that is? They dox me all the time. Who cares?
Oh, my God.
Shuli's wife's
that makes it
crystals.
Okay.
I don't know what the fuck. I don't know whose address that was. I have no idea.
Carl, the thing that you covered up there, was it just an address or was it words and an address?
It was just an address.
Okay.
Yeah. This home that we're in right now. It was that.
I get that.
Address,
I get that. I was just wondering.
Give me a fucking break.
You have enough breaks.
And it's funny because he should be able to play stupid. That should be the one thing he could pull off easily. And I'd be like, he doesn't know any better. He's an idiot. And he can't even do that. His acting is so bad. So he's like, "I'm just stupid." I'm like, I don't believe it. I see right through this.
His organic stupid is fantastic.
Correct.
Okay.
Can't beat it.
This process version sucks.
His address was posted publicly. Yes. So go ahead, Davey. Go ahead. I have no control. Thank you, Jared. It's public information. So go ahead, Davey. Go ahead.
Why is my home address public information? Since when? Why would that be public information? What the fuck's he talking about?
I mean, maybe it is now.
Go ahead, you dumb fuck. I'll say, hey, I don't know what they're fucking putting up in chats.
Oh, see, there it is.
I know. He just admitted he's lying. Here's what my defense will be. I didn't know any better. And they'll believe me because they're stupid.
That fake stupid is just awful.
He's so bad at this. I don't understand this thing. I've seen it a few places where they're like, "Oh, no, you can give out people's phone numbers and home addresses.
Yeah.
That's all public information." I'm like, Well, no, because no one's looking to send me money in the mail.
Right.
Right. So why would you give out someone's phone number or home address to harass them, to make their life miserable? That's the only reason why anyone would do that.
I'm trying to figure out where the fun of this starts and the danger begins.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I mean, you can go back and forth and have a lot of fun with it. And if you're smart, which obviously he's not, if you're smart, you know where those limitations are. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a Geneva Convention
rules,
sort of
right.
a thing. Yeah.
They're very much unwritten rules. And I've always done a thing with John where I only make fun of shit that he puts on the internet himself.
Right. Yeah.
There have been other things that have leaked out that we haven't commented on. You know, his children giving the speeches and his wife's wedding. We've never played those things. We don't comment on those types of things, even though they're out there. John didn't put it out there. I'm not talking about it. Meanwhile, John's sitting there going, I'm trying to dig up dirt on Carl's wife, and here's his home address, and fuck with them. It's like, dude, you're the bad guy in this. You don't see that? You don't realize?
He's proud of it.
I know.
But
He's not embarrassed at all.
Here's the thing, too. I don't know what can be really that bad anymore in this day and age. You know, if you're not touching kids, okay, or killing animals, everything else seems to be like, people are like, oh, really? He did that? You know?
I mean,
There's a couple other things.
You know what I'm saying? I've narrowed it down to a quick 2. But
I'm in the clear then.
But you know, I mean, it just seems so weird. He doesn't get it, you know?
All right, here's the last clip I have, and this is just John embarrassing himself, as he likes to do.
I love you too, Gina. I love you so much. You are my Bobina. And I think you're in touch. Oh, sorry. Couldn't
think.
Yeah, we're about to end the show. We got a minute.
He's always
he started going through the fucking alphabet.
Yes.
And I know you're butch, kutch, dutch, fudge. Touch.
It just seems so strange that a grown man is always searching for words.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't have a sentence ready. It's just it's
not just a grown man, professional broadcaster.
He doesn't have the next word ready, much less the next sentence.
Yeah, it's like it's just funky to watch.
Yeah, it's a trip.
Who are these podcasts? WA